Criaturas nocturnas. Seguimos en Screen Diego aquí en Mission Valley en el Sheraton y estamos en Jane's House of Horrors. Tenemos a Michael, a Ayla, está trabajando muy fuerte, muy arduamente ahorita. Tenemos a Jane y tenemos a Sarah, que nos van a hablar de sus creaciones en crochet. Hi, Jane, how are you?
I am good.
All right. So tell us about Jane's House of Horrors, because when we were walking the floor, I saw your crochet items, and I was like, oh, my daughter would freak out if she saw all this, because she's into crocheting. So please tell us about not just your crocheting, but also the merch that we have here to my right.
Okay, well, I started off just a couple years ago. I'm an October baby.
Okay.
So I've always been into horror. I've always doing the big themed parties with the costumes and stuff. But I wanted to find something that could express that love. And back when COVID hit, I was going back and forth about learning to crochet. I actually had a friend who was an avid crocheter, and she was pregnant and passed away. Oh, so I saw it as a sign to actually start. And then I went from there to, I just keep expanding and improving my stuff. I love gore. That's my part of horror is I love gore.
Obvious.
But my goal is to be an overall horror shop. So slowly adding new things to it. I have a lot of jewelry. I make the magnets actually pre-cut. I cut them by hand. Like this is real vertebrae. Oh. I hand painted it because I did not like the way it looked. I had a little OCD. And then that's real shark tooth. I actually get those from like gem shows. Okay. I bleached and cleaned the vertebrae on my own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I did inquire you about your crocheting work. You said it's all freehand, no patterns, right?
All freehand, no patterns. Patterns make my head hurt. And I feel more free when I can crochet because I draw it out in my sketchbook. And then I take that and then I start making it. I do the base in crochet, but I do mixed media. I do fragmented shark teeth. I use wooden blocks. I use chain. I use paint. I use fabric.
I was looking at the ones that have teeth, and they look very realistic from a distance.
These ones are resin. They glow in the dark.
Oh, wow.
And then those ones are fragment shark teeth. That's fragmented shark teeth. That's resin. Most of those are resin.
Okay. All right.
You do all the resin work.
Yeah, I hand paint the teeth, and I do all the resin work for it.
Now, let me ask you, time consuming when it comes to like knitting something as small as this little white creature right here to something bigger like an Oogie Boogie. What's the time consumption when?
It's actually
this?
Crocheting. The Oogie Boogie, I did a Oogie Boogie themed live thing on TikTok once. So I made a bunch of them, so I got that in my head really quick. I can make those much quicker than I can make something like as detailed as my Banshee or the Scarecrow that requires more mixed mediums.
Okay. Awesome. And have you done anything bigger than what we're seeing currently on display right now?
I have done a 3.5 foot sandworm.
From Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then I do have a statement piece that I had to send back to the lab because I wasn't liking it. It's about this tall.
Wow.
With long black hair and teeth rows.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, with fangs coming out in the middle.
It's creepy to have in the house.
I was going to say.
And all of my dolls actually come with these ones because they're newer. I hadn't had time to write them out, but I have lures and birth certificate.
Oh, wow.
With all of my dolls.
Okay. So the sandworm that you mentioned earlier, is that at home as well?
No.
No,
it's actually in here.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Oh, your catalog. There we go.
Yes, I have a catalog.
And she did the work on this as well by hand.
The Necromonicon.
And she even got the ear.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because if I'm going to have a catalog, I'm going to have it as a Necronomicon. That just makes sense, right?
Right.
I'm not back here. I'm not that messed up. It was back here.
Is it?
I thought it was towards the back. I'm wrong. I am so wrong. Okay, so there's that way.
In the middle.
It's going to be the last page I look because I won't look after I find it.
Right.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Okay. Now that is amazing. See,
And I've
killer
actually
dog.
made, I
Yeah.
think, 3 of them so far. So they look even better than that because I do have a cry cut machine.
Mhm.
So I do the red dots. That's what I think those are. With,
Mhm.
actually iron on.
Oh.
And people who know crochet and yarn will probably get mad when I say that
Uh-huh.
because heat and acrylic don't really go together, but I
Mhm.
make it work.
Okay. Well, they look awesome. They look awesome. Your display is just amazing. Like I said, it drew my gaze right away because I know my daughter would love this. But overall, in general, it looks like you're really a master of your craft. So thank you. Thank you for sharing this with us.
You're very
And
welcome.
what are your thoughts on Screen Diego so far?
On what?
On Screen Diego.
I like the vibe.
Mhm.
Very positive vibes here.
Awesome. Awesome. Perfect.
Awesome artist, lots of
Yes.
Just
creativity.
lots of
Love it.
creativity.
Yes, for a much needed community that was asking for it closer to home, right? Awesome. And you're local? Do you ship to?
I ship all over. I have an Etsy shop,
Okay.
so I ship all over. I've even shipped I think to Canada
Oh.
and Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's great. So
Um,
international shipping is doable
yes,
with Jane's
absolutely.
Home Supports. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure this would be a very interesting acquirer for anyone. Like we do our YouTube channel Across the Border too.
Okay.
So we know there's like a lot of people that are into crocheting but also into horror. And this is like a perfect combination of the two. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.